Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Key of Three stream. We are joined today by Steph, Garrett, Gabe, John, and Jay, and myself as the key holder for today. We got a couple of topics for today. We're going to be discussing the biggest breakout candidates for next season. We're also going to be doing a 2016 NBA redraft, a class that is outlined and highlighted by a lot of all-star caliber players, which will be interesting to see who ends up going number one. And we'll finish that off with our mini game to see who will be our key holder on Wednesday's stream. But if you guys do enjoy throughout the stream, be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and be sure to leave your thoughts throughout the stream during the redraft. While we're talking about these breakout candidates, be sure to let us know your breakout candidates for next season. But on the topic of breakout candidates, we're going to get started with you, Steph. Who is your number one guy to break out in this upcoming season?
Man, I wanted to start this because I think it's a bang, and I think a lot of the basketball world is going to agree with me when I say this. Anthony Edwards is about to have an amazing, and I mean amazing season this year, but I think it's on another level for me to a point where I think he could, if he doesn't lead the league in scoring, he could be top 3 in that. Now, it'll be hard because Cat will be healthy and he'll be back, but I think Anthony Edwards has seen – we've seen a level of maturity increase in him, but that maturity increase matched with his skill and his raw talent that he already has. I think this is going to be the first year where we see I don't want to say complete Anthony Edwards because he still isn't really technically close to his prime, but we're going to see the first of Anthony Edwards of that grown man kind of guy, if that makes sense. You know, when we saw that shift from Kobe being 8 to 24, you felt that same shift from this is a young star in the league to okay, this is his league. He's stamped. And I think this is going to be the first year for Anthony Edwards where he's on his way to stamp the league as his own and to be one of the faces of the league. And I think personally, Ja is about to squander that face of the league that was pretty much for him and that he was propped up to have. And it's about to be Anthony Edwards, especially with NBA Twitter, especially with how a lot of new watchers are gravitating to guys like Anthony Edwards. And we already know how it goes. We all on Twitter. Anthony Edwards, haircut or not, he got that aura. He got it. He got it. And personally, he was going from number 1 to number 5. I like number 5 more. It's fitting to me. He was that in high school and college. And it's time to do some work. Anthony Edwards, man, come on.
Steph. That is a great answer, Steph. Now I got to ask you something because I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen somewhere one of the social media platforms you had said that don't be surprised if he takes that jump and then is an MVP candidate. Did you say that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty
Right? No. I'm not getting on that. All I was just going to ask is I'm 100% there with you. The points, he's going to take a whole nother jump. And even you mentioned Cat. I actually think Cat's going to get a little bit out the way. And Ant's really going to start to take over this team, to be honest. I don't think Cat's going to be something that's going to take away from Cat. But what I wanted to ask you was, do you think he actually could be an MVP candidate? If he still finishes around that 7, 8, 9 seed, because last year they finished as that 8th seed. Even if he did take that jump and was a scoring god out there, would you still consider giving him that MVP even though 8th, 7th seed?
I think in a Timberwolves jersey, I don't think he'll get the MVP because of that low seed that they're probably more than likely going to always be. Now, there are people that do have them as a top 5 seed, this year. I don't know about that one, but I will say I think regardless, his play in a Timberwolves jersey is going to show MVP level play, whether he wins it or not.
I like that. All right. I just wanted to ask a quick clarification question on that. But my player who I think is actually going to make a huge jump this year is actually going to be a player who already made a huge jump this last year. And that's Keegan Murray. He's going to take his game even to a whole nother level, man. I think the Kings are going to continue to elevate. And as we all know, when you're playing with players that are just better around you, you play to that level. You play up, you play better. And I think that Keegan Murray has really gained his confidence this last season, and then I know he went in the summer league and just torched it real quick, and just to get some more confidence, and then went on a vacay real quick. But I'm just all I'm saying, man, is I think Keegan Murray this year, it's going to be the confidence on top of the being a well-coached team, on top of being a team that has a little bit of experience and isn't just like getting lucky, isn't just going on a run. More than anything, like this is going to be his second year doing it. And he's not going to be catching people by surprise anymore. I think Keegan Murray.
I love it, man. I love it. I think just looking at the rookies across the league last year, there was a lot of quality ones, but the fact that Keegan Murray was able to just contribute to a winning situation so early on, especially a team that hadn't been used to getting there, that was really figuring it out, his ability to just come in and have that maturity from day one, I think he broke the record for the most threes by a rookie ever, right? And do that as like a forward as well, even more so impressive. And he still played pretty well in their playoff series as well. So, I mean, I like everything I saw from him. I'm going to take it to another rookie, though, that I think has so much potential to take a leap this year, and I'm going to go to Shadon Sharp. With the Damian Lillard trade on the horizon, it's coming sooner or later. Even if he starts the season with them, it's coming sooner than later. And that's going to open up a lot of touches. When they shut Damian Lillard down at the end of last season, this dude was averaging like a pretty cool, efficient 20. He's got all the athleticism in the world. He can handle the ball. He's a little bit bigger, but he can play the guard if he needs to. He can slide to the forward since they're probably going to have Anthony there and Scoot there as well. And let's be real. Anthony Simons, he can miss a little bit of time, and Scoot's coming in as a rook. So I think the guy who's really going to take that jump is going to be Shadon Sharp. There's just so much potential there that I think he's just almost can't miss. And while he only averaged around 10 points per game last year, with Dame being out the door, I could easily see that jumping to like 18 points per game.
Yeah, so I like the way you guys are going. Kind of players like to play off the ball a little bit more. My pick, and I feel like my pick might not be thought of, but I feel like it's an obvious pick given the circumstances. My breakout candidate is going to be Desmond Bane, and I'm going with Desmond Bane because I know he did have the surgery in the offseason, but it's been a successful surgery, at least according to him. He's going to be back for the full season. And with Ja Morant out, like you said, Gabe, part of this is about like getting more touches and like getting the ball more. Like, who's going to shoot more shots on that team than Desmond Bane? Okay, Dylan Brooks is out of there he's out of the situation to take any bad shots for the team. Ja Morant's not going to be there to start the year. And basically at this point, even though Jaren Jackson is their defensive specialist, Desmond Bane is going to be their first option. And if we think about it, they added another guy like Marcus Smart as well, who's like going to be their primary probably defensive coordinator in terms of the perimeter. And then also another guy in Jaren Jackson behind him. You got Derrick Rose to add another playmaker to the mix. And I think they're going to be looking at him as the first option. And let's not forget, this is a team that over the last couple of years, they've played really well in the absence of Ja Morant. So if he's that primary scoring option and the Grizzlies are still playing really well even without Ja, I think we're going to be talking about him with the best of the best in terms of small forward shooting guards level players in the league. So I think he was taking a real jump last year and probably could have been an all-star last year prior to that injury he suffered like about a month and a half into the year or so. But I think this year he's going to come back. The Grizzlies are still going to be really good, and he's going to be at least the biggest reason on the offensive end as to why. And I just feel like it's going to show. He might average like 25, 26 a game. And I don't think that's a stretch to say either.
Whoa.
He averaged like 20. He averaged like 21 a game last year.
Yeah, I don't think 25 is that outlandish, bro.
I'm not saying it's outlandish,
but I mean,
it just took me aback hearing that with Desmond Bane. That's all.
Hey man,
honestly, if they're and the Grizzlies are known to play good without Ja Morant, y'all can clip this. If the Grizzlies are a top 3 seed while Ja is out, and then we get to around 45 games like into the season, or even 40 games of the season, whenever like all-stars are, Desmond Bane will be an all-star if he's averaging over 24.
Yo. Yes.
And I'll step it up a notch if that's the case. I'm sorry. I know I'll let you go, John.
No, you good.
I'll step it up a notch. If they end the season as a top 4 or top 5 team and Desmond Bane is still playing like that throughout the year, don't be surprised if he's all NBA.
I like that.
What I was going to say something real quick was, I guess this isn't to nobody's take, but Gabe said like if the Grizzlies can keep balling without Ja Morant, I think, everybody kept talking about how the Grizzlies are so good when Ja doesn't play. A huge part of that, a massive part of that was Tyus Jones and how he operated and ran the team.
That's what I was going to ask.
And he's out the door. So let's remember that this team is going to look drastically different without Ja Morant, because as a point guard, we all know you run the team. That's what he was doing when Ja wasn't on the court.
So I feel like I gotta almost pick. I feel like I'm almost
Marcus Smart.
Let me piggyback off of that. Let me piggyback, because that was going to the question I was gonna say, and it was really like I agree with you, but then on the back end of it is Marcus Smart has been the floor general for a championship level team for the past 3-4 years. He has been that, and he's anchored that defense as well. So when you add a DPOY and then you add a guard who anchored a defense, one of the best defenses in Boston, how do you not do better than what you did when you had Tyus at the helm?
I will
absolutely. D-Rose too.
I will absolutely. Yeah.
Stop it, Gary.
We're not about to disrespect D Rose. Like I don't.
Steph, yes we are. Steph, yes we are. Bro.
He's playing a big role this year. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm blaming Tom Thibodeau. It's not Derrick Rose. But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, nah. All I was saying was I'll definitely give you that defensive player of the year. I think that's gonna be huge. I mean, now you got a defensive player of the year in your perimeter and Marcus Smart, and then you got a defensive player of the year in Triple J back there. You're gonna be a great defensive team. But you talked about how he was the point guard of that team. Literally, the Celtics' problem was the fact that they did not have a true point guard who could really bring the ball up court and set up the offense. Because Marcus Smart could do that, but I don't think he can do that nearly as efficiently as Tyus Jones is as a backup point guard. I'm not saying Tyus is a better player than Marcus, but I'm saying in his role hey, you be a point guard, you set the team up, you run the offense, you be an extension of the coach out there. I think Tyus Jones will do that better than Marcus Smart.
No, I agree on
comment too, real quick. I mean, he knows what's up. But go ahead, Jay.
Yes, crazy. No, I agree with that, John. I think Tyus Jones would be better than Marcus Smart in terms of running the offense. He was a better he's a better 3-point shooter. I would say he's a better facilitator as well. Although Marcus Smart can hit threes and he can run your offense, I think Tyus Jones was just a better fit. But in terms of winning and what the Grizzlies need, I think they do need a more defensive-minded guard at that position. But my player for that I think is going to have a breakout season is my first player, first of all, was Anthony Edwards. I'm glad Steph brought him up. I think he's going to learn a lot with this Team USA squad. And another player that's on this Team USA squad, I got Jalen Green, bro. I think Jalen Green is about to have a hell of a year for a couple reasons. Not only do I think he's going to learn a lot of tips and tricks with all the talent he's surrounded with this Team USA, and with like the competition that he's going to play. He's going to be playing alongside a lot of talent. He's going to have to learn to be a supporting player, a player that can really cultivate winning. And when he touches down back in Houston, having Ime Udoka hold him accountable, and having a guy like Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks to take not only the offensive load as well as the defensive load off of his shoulders, where he could just be himself. He could just cook. And I think Ime Udoka is definitely going to emphasize defense like he did with the Boston Celtics. And we're going to see a different side of Jalen Green this upcoming season, because we know he's a scorer. And I think he does have the physical tools. He doesn't have the most weight. He's not the bulkiest, but he's a lengthy guard. I think he can be a two-way player in the future. I think we're gonna see Ime Udoka bring some really good things out of Jalen Green.
I would say this because I don't know if y'all already went, but my breakout, I ain't gonna lie, he's one of the coldest white boys in the league, man. And I gotta go with my man AR-15, bro. Yo,
Tyler Hero.
The Laker love.
AR-15, bro. That's my dog, right? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm becoming a fan of him every single day. Every single day.
Shoe. What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying, bro? AR-15 been doing his thing, man. Regular season, he's giving you 13 a night, 3 rebounds, 3.4 assists, shooting 53% from the field. But what stood out to me the most was in that postseason where you ain't really expecting to do what he was doing, but every statistical stat that you can think of went up in that postseason, and that's incredible. His minutes went up. His 3-point percentage went up from 39.8 from the regular season to 44% from the 3-point line in the postseason. Like, and mind you, this is the Lakers team that they gonna get 130% against teams because teams just don't fuck with LA like that, and they always want to beat them. So this dude is just
bro. Sounds like a Laker fan
incredible.
today.
Nigga, spitting. That's what he doing. Spitting.
Crazy thing is too, he not only did his points went up from 13 to 17. That's a 4-point difference. That is absolutely incredible. And the truth of the matter is, bro, this may be like, I don't want to say a hot take or whatnot, whatever. It's cool that you have Gabe Vincent and D'Lo, but bro, to be honest, if you even had them, you can literally have AR run your offense and you will still be fine because he was running perfectly fine with AR, LeBron, and AD, just as your big three right there. Like, you don't really need a point guard in the situation when you have LeBron as a guy, and you can also use AR to run the offense too. Now it makes it better that you got Gabe and D'Lo there, but you could have went another direction. So I expect Austin Reeves to play a better season. But not only, I will take off what Jay's take about Jalen Green playing in Team USA. Austin Reeves is there too, and he's giving y'all buckets. On Team USA.
He is hooping.
Correct me if I'm wrong too, but didn't Austin Reeves primarily play point guard in college? Coming up too.
He did.
So,
he did. He actually, I forget. I can't remember who it was he played against, but we played them in the playoffs, and he did the same thing against him in college. Like, just he dropped 45 that game. I can't remember exactly who it was. I got to go back and look.
I'll just finish it off with this, man. For a player who betted on himself, for a player who's coming into the postseason, who's playing on one of the most. It could be a toxic fan base, or it can be one of those fan bases that could be tough on you, or whatever the case is. We all know LA is tough to play for. This dude came in, he played 17 points, 90% from the free throw line, 47% from the field, and 45% from the 3-point line. That is just absolutely incredible for a player. The coldest white boy. And I'm going to continue to say that. AR-15, man. I'm really a fan of this dude, and I don't really give a fuck about the Lakers.
Above Tyler Hero?
Yeah, coldest white boy. That's
hey, hold up. No. Let me say this. He will be better than Tyler Hero real soon. 100%. Fact.
Okay. Hey, I freaking love that answer. Honestly, to be honest with you, T, I had 7 players here, honestly, but I realized we had to put 1 or 2. But like Austin Reeves was one of my 7 players here. But the reason why I didn't end up ultimately saying him, I ultimately ended up going with Keegan Murray, and like Trill went with Ant, stuff like that. But the reason why I ultimately didn't go with AR is because, yes, like he's going to take a huge jump, but I feel like the ball is still going to be a majority in LeBron's hands. The ball still is majority going to be the times in AD's hands versus like Keegan Murray or versus like Ant. Like the ball is going to be like however much the ball was in Ant's hands last year, it's going to be even more this year. However much the ball was in Keegan Murray's hands last year, I think it's going to be even more this year.
Hey, John,
do you feel like that about AR? And I'm just asking.
Yeah, I have a point about that. And that makes it more incredible for AR because he doesn't really have the ball in his hands with, LeBron always having the ball in his hand. You're going to have D'Lo out there. So he's always doing things to help the team win. It's either he's doing catch and shoot or he's running the offense sometimes, and he's still providing and producing for this team. So I think that's the incredible part because there's some players in the league that they need the ball in their hand. Austin Reeves doesn't need the ball in his hand to be a productive basketball player on the Lakers. Like he doesn't. He can do whatever the team is going to do. And I will say this, and maybe it's just because I'm always going to bring Russ up, but Russ helped them out a lot during that stint, even though it just wasn't a great fit overall, but he helped these young players out a lot with that. So shout out to AR, and I will say this is my last thing. I'll let y'all go. Even though I can't stand the Lakers, I was literally watching Austin Reeves highlights today. Literally, I was just watching his highlights and posted it on TikTok, bro, because that's how big of a fan I just became of this dude.
There you go.
So,
yeah, I think we saw in the postseason, especially, like, I'm pretty dang sure Austin Reeves is going to be their just third option going forward. I think he'll be their lead guard because you could say, like, LeBron maybe guard-ish, like forward-ish, whatever. But I consider him more a forward. So I'm going to say Austin Reeves is going to be their lead guard this year. And that's huge for a team that wants to be a top-type seed. Like, that's really huge. And I think his, like, stats for as far as the season goes will look probably more similar to what he did in the postseason. So there will be a jump there. What I want to ask is, and John was kind of talking about it with, this player is going to have more opportunity to have the ball in their hands. And I think just straight regular season to regular season, that's going to be the case for Austin Reeves. I want to go back to Jay's take because I think when it comes to actual potential and player progression, I think Jalen Green has everything to make that jump. But you guys think that the addition of a Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks, you guys think that will hurt him for being able to ascend from a production standpoint, even if he looks better as a player from the technical side?
No, I don't think so. I think having those two players is going to elevate him because I think he's going to be better at his like picking his shots. I think he's going to be more active playing on defense. I think he's gonna have. I think plays like that, those vets. I want to say Dylan Brooks is a vet, but plays like that's been to the playoffs and things. I feel like they're gonna hold him accountable in situations like the Houston Rockets because they're mad young. Like they're just like starting to learn what winning basketball is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Devin.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. I think it'll be interesting to see because like Dylan Brooks and Freddie were the most inefficient high volume shooters in the league last year. So we'll see how that fit goes. But I'm going to go with a little bit more of a role player here for my pick. And that is from a team that we've talked about a lot with their lack of depth on the pod in the last couple of weeks. And that's Josh Green for the Dallas Mavericks. I think he's going to have to be a guy that's going to have to step up big time for the Mavericks this year because outside of Luka and Kyrie, someone's got to get the job done. And he already started to do it last year. It was slightly hampered by the fact that Jason Kidd doesn't know how to use a rotation with valuable players.
Facts.
But nonetheless, when he played, he was good on the defensive end. He shot over 50% from the field. He shot over 40% from three. Like this guy came out there hooping last year. He was making winning plays night in, night out. So someone's got to play big minutes to step into some of the secondary roles in Dallas. And Josh Green is my pick to do so.
I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that pick.
I like that pick, Josh Green.
I wanted to throw out to another one because I remember I made an article a couple months back, and for future All-Stars next year, possible first-time All-Stars. Now maybe this is just a stretch for that based on like where their given situation is, but at least I think he could turn into the primary big on this team, maybe by the end of the year, midway through the year. But I feel like, Onyeka Okongwu might have a breakout year.
Ooh,
okay.
I like that.
And I think with Clint Capella, like the last couple of years, ever since they made the conference finals, his minutes per game have gone down and down and down season by season. And in the games he started last year, Okongwu, I think he started like 17 games. He averaged a double-double, 2 blocks, an assist. He was really efficient, a steal per game. You know what I mean? Like he was doing basically everything. I think he's underrated when we're talking about some of the best defensive-minded bigs in the league. And at the same time, too, it's like we don't know what's going to happen with Clint Capella. I feel like we kind of established that he probably should be gone at this point. And as for John Collins, well, he is gone. He's in Utah now. So there's going to open up more playing time for Okongwu. And I think his value is going to be more important, especially like for fitting the timeline of, Trae Young, assuming like you want to keep them moving forward. I feel like he's probably the better fit for the big man spot with what they got currently than Clint Capella. So I could see him being a breakout candidate next year too, like a huge one.
It's crazy that you said Onyeka because I went another way, and I went Jalen Johnson. That was my second guy.
One too.
And the reason Jalen Johnson, like you said, John Collins got shipped off to Utah, and he did spend most of his rookie year in the G League, and his second season was primarily on the bench. But Quinn Snyder, he grew a liking to Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson, he has a prototypical, size. If you don't know who he is, guys, people that are watching, think of a guy that's the size of like Cam Johnson, but with a little bit more athleticism. But last year in his final couple games or so, he averaged 13-5-2 with 2 steals, and he shot 59% from the floor. If that's not something,
He cooked the Bulls too in like the last game they played.
Yeah, he was hooping to end the year out, but the biggest thing for me was the fact that John Collins finally got out of there, and with Quinn Snyder, he showed he already took a liking to him. So I think Jalen Johnson, if Jalen Johnson and Onyeka can both have breakout seasons, the Hawks could be where they were a few years back.
Whoa.
I will say this. I don't.
That was comedy.
I honestly don't disagree with the fact because, like, did anybody expect Atlanta to even go to the Eastern Conference Finals that year? So And they do got a new coach and Quinn Snyder. We'll see how that goes. But maybe this is just going to be me being a little, biased and stuff like that. And this is probably not going to be on anybody's list because he hasn't proved anything to anybody. But I'm gonna go with Nikola Jovic for the Miami Heat. Right. And mainly just because of what I've been seeing from him during the summer league and how he was so aggressive in his body. And we all know the Miami Heat, they lack that forward position over there. They're very, very, very small, and they're not going to get any stronger, bigger, and taller. They're just not. So they're going to always run that small ball lineup. And I think with Jovic being hammered with a bunch of injuries last season, this year he's going to come stronger. The rotations even is weaker. The team's not that deep as is, so they're going to rely on that number one pick for 2 years ago. And I just like his skill set so far. And we all know with the Miami Heat, they have one of the best coachings, the best scouting, and they make these young players play to their best potential. So
hey, I need to get your guys' idea, or thoughts, whatever, on these. Really, three of these guys, I think are going to make a big jump. One, I might catch some stray on. It is what it is. That's what we're here to do. Number one, Cade Cunningham. We think he's going to take a
no question. No question.
That's not obvious. Okay.
Go ahead.
Number two, Jonathan Kuminga. I think he's going to take a big jump this year.
No question.
He's not getting PT. No, he's not getting PT, bro. They're not going to do
what? He's one of the only bigs.
I will say this.
They have yet to do it. Why are they going to do it now?
I got to think for y'all. I got to think. This is information that has been told to me. So the girl that I met in Vegas messed with someone out in the Golden State Warriors, Anthony Lamb. Ooh. And they told me a story about Jonathan Kuminga and the reason why he does not get any playing time. And to be honest with you guys, he has the most potential, but I don't think he gets playing time. Just because of the fact Steve Kerr and him don't have the greatest relationship, but the reason why they don't have the greatest relationship is because Jonathan Kuminga thinks he's better than everybody else on that team. And so in the locker room, Kuminga is a dickhead to everybody. So, and they don't have a leader over there. She said Clay's just quiet, Steph is just Steph, and Draymond Green is just punching.
Nobody really give a fuck. No more.
So Kuminga, the reason why he's not playing as much as he should is because of his behavior and his attitude towards the team and towards just him thinking he's better than everybody else. That's the reason why he hasn't been getting playing time.
Some insider information.
I grew to 7'2" in the offseason. I would too.
That's a KOT exclusive. That's a KOT. Hey, tell him, Gabe.
Have you guys seen that?
Crazy about that? No, I don't.
Wait, can I listen to him?
Oh, dang. Well,
what's crazy to that? And I'll let you go after Gabe. It's crazy because I remember reports of players, some of the younger guys, thinking they were better than what they were given playing time wise. But I remember a lot more people were assuming it was about Jordan Poole. But if that is true, that's interesting.
I can see that being true.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can see it being true because he genuinely does have the most potential, and his talent could surpass some of anybody on that team. So I could see it. But go ahead, Gabe.
Hey, I was just gonna add too, real quick as well. Like he is, at least from what we see, he seems like a pretty quiet, reserved guy that could also get very upset. So it's like it could be one or two ways. Like either he's the most like to himself, like reserved and quiet, like he's chill about everything, or maybe he's deep down like kind of holding like some of that grudge in. That's kind of all I was gonna say. I think it's one of two ways for him. But
he's still young though. He's still young. Like he's trying to fight for a contract and shit too. Like not getting playtime. I hurt your confidence, hurt your pockets.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got an obvious one for y'all, man. I think we can't go this far and not talk about this guy. And he was mentioned a little bit earlier for how he was a big contributor to a certain franchise, and now he's one of Jordan Poole's new teammates. And I'm talking about Tyus Jones, bro. I think the fact that he's going to take a jump is so obvious. You think last year he averaged 10 points per game and 5 assists, right? When he was a starter, that instantly went up to 16 and 8. And he's going to be a starter full time. And not only that, he was a starter when Ja was out. But you got to think, the Wizards versus the Grizzlies, yeah, the Wizards got some solid players, but they don't got the type of depth and the type of talent that the Grizzlies do. So there's just inherently going to be more opportunity there to just produce. And Tyus Jones is a very efficient, very steady producer. And I think on a team who a lot of shots are going to be going to one, Kuz, who will be a good piece for them. But then Jordan Poole, who was a little bit up and down. When Jordan Poole is down, that ball is going to be in Tyus Jones' hands a lot, and I think you're going to see a big jump from him stats wise.
Hey,
You know,
And it's just a game passing a Gallinari.
and but I also think this might be a crazy. Does anybody else have any others?
I
that
have-
they
I
wanna-
got one.
Yeah.
I really want to say one
All right,
more.
go ahead. Y'all
Because
go
I just
ahead.
want to get your guys' idea because I really like this player. think he's going to take a huge jump. Perfect role for him. Obi Toppin.
Obi go hoop in Indiana,
no,
bro.
I'm with
but can you listen
with
to my
bro.
reasoning though? Because he was getting played in the way worse and wrong position in New York. Tom Thibodeau did not know how to use him. He needs to be a pick and roll option, and he's going to be a pick and roll option to Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best point guards with the assist to turnover ratio. I think he's going to take a bigger jump, at least than what he had last year.
I'm just being
Absolutely.
biased
Real
and
quick,
saying
John,
he sucks. That nigga's a bum.
Do you
He's
think
not-
Jarris
nah.
Walker, like them getting Jarris Walker, could influence that though as well?
Nah, I think Jarris Walker going to be behind him, to be honest. At first.
Hey, let me say this real quick, and this is just to Gabe's point. I love Tyus Jones, so I don't want to bash him, but I do think, and I think with the Wizards team, he is going to have a good season. But let's not forget, Tyus Jones played awful in that postseason against the Lakers. Like, he played bad, and I don't
He's
think
not going to be in the postseason this year.
I get that. That's why I said I'll give you your credit for when he's on the Wizards. The team's not that great, so his stats are going to look good. But Tyus Jones, the reason why, like, I think the Lakers are obviously the better team, but Tyus Jones struggled. He's averaging 10 points in the regular season to 4.5 points a game, shooting 30% from the field and 15% from the three-point line during that series. Like, and I remember visibly watching this game, watching that series, and like Tyus Jones, his assist ratio was always the best. You know, during that series, he averaged 1.3 turnovers. So I'm not saying, you know, he's not gonna do that in Washington, but I do want to say, like, we can like cool down on Tyus Jones a little bit, because when he got that start in a row a little bit for the postseason, regular season, we see what he does. But in that postseason, he tended to struggle a lot against that Lakers team. But I get your point.
Right before
after like the numbers that Gabe puts up on Tinder.
My last guy is John. Shout out to the Obi Toppin, appreciate it, bro. He's gonna hoop in
nigga
Indiana.
sucks, bro.
But yo, you don't watch the Knicks, bro.
that
Stop.
nigga's a 2K player, bro. Don't be one of those fans. Don't be one of those fans. You don't watch my team.
Anyway, my guy that I think is going to take a huge leap is Tyrese Maxey, dog. James Harden, James Harden's not coming back to Philly. We know when he doesn't like a team, he's either gonna sit out or he's gonna be fat, one or the other. And without James Harden sharing that backcourt with James Harden and having Joel Embiid there, I think Tyrese Maxey is going to have the keys to that guard position. Not only is he going to take a step in the right direction when it comes to scoring, but I think he's going to start to develop a little bit of playmaking too.
Shit, I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Gabe,
I'm right there with you. That's a fucking great point, Jay. I'm sorry. Sorry for the profanity, but that's a great point.
No, that is a very good point. You hit us with our last player here, Gabe, and then we'll.
I'm gonna get my one more out. Well, I might have spoiled it in private chat who the player is. Yo, Trey Murphy is so insane as a player. Dude is just a premier 6'9" wing, bro.
I swear that dude is not 6'9", bro. I swear to God, he's not.
And listen, bro, the fact that he just is so athletic, at the same time, a tall guy, and bro, he can shoot the skin off the rock. He already took like a 9-point jump like last year, but bro, he's a guy who averaged like 14 last year. If he gets up to like 18, 19 this year, I'm not surprised at all. Because I'm gonna keep it a bit with you. You might say, "Oh, Zion's coming back." No, the fuck he's not, bro. Zion's still gonna miss at least 50 games next year. So like the opportunity gonna be there. The other guy on the team, Brandon Ingram, he gonna miss some time too. He's usually struggles with availability. The opportunity is gonna be there for Trey Murphy to ball out. He's always been efficient. He plays on both sides of the ball. This dude just does everything that I need him to do. And I think he's gonna keep doing it better and better the more time he gets in the league.
Definitely.
Dave, you laughed at what I said.
Yeah.
No, that Trey Murphy pick is a great pick, Gabe.
Herb Jones, first team all defense.
Hell yeah.
I like that too.
He's good too. He's good too.
I mean, look, if there's dudes in New Orleans that ain't gonna play, someone's gonna have to pick it up. So,
hey man,
I am all for that. But
hey man,
we're gonna have to talk about one of said dudes that are struggling to stay healthy in New Orleans, as we are going to move to our 2016 redraft. Where Brandon Ingram is going to be amongst a lot of top names in that draft class. We put out a poll to the community earlier today to see who you guys would take number 1 overall. 63% of you had said Jaylen Brown. So we will see if the panel agrees with you today. But Jaylen Brown has been picked by the community. So I'll start with you, Steph. Are you agreeing with the community, or are we going elsewhere with pick number 1?
You know, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. But I'm not going with Jaylen Brown pick number 1. I'm not even going Jaylen Brown top 3, so I'm going to spoil that now. I'm going to be honest with you. But number 1, and y'all might laugh at me.
I know where he's going.
But in no way, shape, or form does he not go number 1 back-to-back times. Ben Simmons is still going number 1. Y'all are going to make the face that you're making. That's fine. But if we remember what Ben Simmons was his first couple of years in Philadelphia, he was one of the best two-way players that we had seen come into the league in a very long time. We're not going to act like he wasn't a perennial all-star. We're not going to act like he wasn't one of the best defenders in the league. He couldn't shoot. Fine. But he was helping this Philadelphia team get to places they needed to go up until that Atlanta series, and that's when everything changed. But we're not going to sit here and act like, because of recency bias, that Ben Simmons wasn't who Ben Simmons was early then, and we're not going to act like those first 3 or 4 years in Philly weren't years that told us that he could be a perennial all-star going forward. We've seen it with another guy. Is he in this draft? He's not in this draft class. I was just thinking about him from something else, but we've seen it with MPJ. A back issue is a major issue. He dealt with that. He's gonna shake back this year. He's gonna average a smooth. I'll give him, let's say 15. I'll give him 15, 5, and 6.
God damn.
15 a career high for him,
Trill, you're tripping.
15 a career high, bro.
15 is a career high. Trill, look, I just want to respond to that. I want to just respond to that. Ben Simmons. I'm not saying that we all had the Ben Simmons in mind now that he was back then, but even when he got drafted, and I will go to the motherfucking grave with this. You could ask my brother, you could ask my girl, you could ask people that were there with me. The second this nigga got drafted to Philadelphia, I was like, this is not going to work. You're putting a point guard who cannot shoot with the pick and roll big in a pick and roll league. You're just going to double Joel, and the play is going to be shot. And I've been saying that since 2016. I've never thought he was good. So I'll be honest with you, he's not even making my top 5, top 10 probably.
What the fuck?
Hey,
but,
chill,
bro, and that's not even true, bro. Y'all are just blatantly lying because this man averaged damn near 20.
That's crazy. I'm okay. Maybe the top 5, top 10 part. Maybe that was just me being crazy. But everything I said prior was not a blatant lie. It's everything I believe.
No,
and I've proved it, and I've said it time and time again. This nigga, there's no way, bro. There's no way he goes above Jaylen Brown, who's really a two-way player.
Y'all said what I said is career numbers. That's not career numbers, bro.
What?
That's not.
You said 15. The last time.
Okay, 15, 5, and 5 is not career numbers. Dude averaged 28 and 6.
What year? What year, Trill?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure 2020, 2019. He won his All-Star 3 years in a row.
2019, he averaged 16 points per game, 2 steals, 8 assists on.
He averaged 17 pretty much.
Okay, 16.4. That's
with 9 rebounds. With
7,
8 assists.
With 8 rebounds and 7.8. So we'll round that up to 8. With 8 assists.
So me saying 5 assists and 5 rebounds is crazy?
I'm saying you putting him number 1 is crazy over Jaylen Brown and Brandon Ingram.
I will say though,
he was an All-Star 3 of his first 5 years in the league.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Are we just going to talk about All-Stars?
Hold on. I will say though, he did average 17 points in 2018, and then the year after that, he averaged pretty much 17 points a game. So that's not a stretch.
What website are y'all looking at? I'm staring right at basketball.
2018, 2019, he averaged 16.9 points.
Okay, you rounded it up. You beat
16.9.
This is a motherfucking charity. This is charity out here, y'all. This is charity.
I hate to be the guy, but we got so many picks to go through that I think we're gonna have so many more times to talk about Ben Simmons. Shout out Mo.
Shut up, Mo.
Yeah, I guarantee we're gonna talk about Ben Simmons 7 more times tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I already seen the chat. I'm not gonna name who, but someone's gonna say him in about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna just give my number 1 pick, and we're all gonna go down the line. We're all gonna have more chances to talk about him. My number 1 pick, though, is not Ben Simmons. I will tell you that. But my number 1 pick is someone who has proven it multiple times in the regular season. He's been a number one player on his team. On the playoff teams too. He's been all-star multiple times, all-NBA multiple times. And let's not forget, even though I love what one specific person did for this one championship team, you can't undervalue what this guy did as well. And I'm going with Pascal Siakam for my number one pick in the 2016 redraft.
You taking my number one pick? Why are you taking my number one pick?
We're all gonna go around, but I gotta go with
that. Y'all are more okay with that than Ben Simmons.
No, hell no. Pascal is wild, but Pascal's wild as fuck. But
Pascal's wild. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro. Listen, I will say for me, Pascal, I know that he's gonna be good for more than 4 years. Ben Simmons' peak might have even been a little bit higher, but like, I don't want to play the what if game. I'm like, oh, he could get back to what he was before. I see a guy that had like 3 good years and then a severe drop off. And to me, Pascal is just going to be good for the next while.
Yeah, we got to chill on Ben Simmons.
And then Jay can go. His 2019-2020 regular season is probably the best regular season anybody had in this whole draft class. I'm going to say that. He didn't play great in the bubble playoffs, but that whole season, that man was cooking. So I'm going to say
27-1. All right, from 27-1.
Yeah, bro, we gotta chill on. We gotta chill on Ben Simmons, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Hell no. Respectfully. Yeah, I know I fuck with Ben. Yeah, Ben, you're my dog. But there's a reason why the Philadelphia 76ers couldn't make it past the second round, dog. They couldn't shoot. That was the big hole in their offense. He couldn't shoot. So I can't take
Kawhi fucking Leonard. What the fuck are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Maybe if they played for the Hawks on them, they would have been in that position when Kawhi had to hit that shot. First,
Kawhi Leonard played for Atlanta.
Second of all,
they lost to the Hawks too.
Second of all,
that's not what I was referring to.
I know, but they also lost to the Hawks. Go ahead,
Pascal Siakam get some leeway, won a championship, but he has yet to show that he could be a main guy on. Like they couldn't make the playoffs last year. Like, come on. But the guy I'm going with, although he didn't make the playoffs as well, I'm going Brandon Ingram. Hey, Brandon Ingram is a pure hooper. I'm not gonna lie, he might be the best scorer in this draft.
He can't stay healthy. Fuck out of here. He can't stay healthy for shit.
And Ben Simmons can't either.
Yeah, what do you got?
Pick one. Hey, bro, what's crazy is I'm the 4th person to go, and I got somebody who nobody said yet.
That's crazy.
Give me the $300 million man. Give me
what?
I can respect
Jaylen Brown is going number 1 overall. Listen, bro. At times on that finals run, he looked like the best player on the team.
Thank you.
And that's not a stretch. And Jason Tatum is better. Don't misconstrue that as me saying that Jaylen Brown is better than Jason Tatum. I'm saying there are literally he's like a 1B type guy, maybe a 2, but not that far off. And at times he looks like a 1B or like a 1. Sometimes he looks better than Tatum, and it's like. On that level of a team that looks like the best player, does it all really well on both sides of the court. Now, I will say like the left hand thing and the high turnovers, that's one thing, but I do think that every player up here towards the top has flaws in their game. Ben Simmons, his future is a very big hypothetical, so we don't know if the longevity is going to be there. And if it is, I'm wrong, but we don't know. That's just a fact. Pascal Siakam, there's been glaring flaws in his isolation game and a very inconsistent jumper at times. And now him as the number 1 option, while the roster hasn't been great, has really fallen off, and this team's fallen off the last couple of years. And then Brandon Ingram has the health concern. So I think of every guy here, all of them have weaknesses. It's just the fact of the matter. And for me, what Jaylen Brown has shown me in several deep playoff runs, as far as him continuing to progress as a regular season player to the point where he is now all NBA caliber, I'm taking that over anybody else here.
Yeah,
I don't think we've seen the best of him yet.
Yeah, me either. I absolutely agree with Gabe. I'm not even going to repeat all those stats that he said because everything he said is fucking dead on. And all I just want to say is Gabe said he was like, oh, 1A, 1B. Fuck that, bro. That nigga could be a 1A. You give that nigga the ball, you give that nigga the keys, and you get maybe not next to Jason Tatum, but that nigga could be a 1A on another team. And maybe you ship Jason Tatum and then have that nigga be a 1A. There's a lot of times. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it was you, but all I know.
Nigga, did you just say ship? Did you just say ship Jason Tatum?
No, I said, bro, that's crazy. These niggas not even listening. I said,
is that not what you said?
No. I said, if niggas want to ship Jason Tatum, he can be your 1A option. I'm not saying do that, brother. I'm saying if. That's to make my point. He can be a 1A option on this team if you decide to ship Tatum or on another team. I don't know if it was Trent or if it was somebody else I was talking to, but it was a stretch when Jaylen Brown was going ballistic. And it was, I think it was you, Trent. I'm not going to lie. Some nigga came on my podcast talking about, fuck that. Jaylen Brown is a 1A. Trade Jason Tatum. He's the guy you're going to go with. So just want to say that. I mean, like, yes, he had this playoff letdown. This nigga could be a 1A. 100% number one pick without a shadow of a doubt.
All right, so it's my turn. I'll answer this. I was going Pascal Siakam anyways with my number one pick, but Jaylen Brown he's not going to be a number one option. Simple. He just
Pascal.
None of these guys are number ones on good teams.
Jaylen Brown is the closest.
They're all number ones on like playing level teams. Like, all of these guys.
Jaylen Brown. Hold up. No, hold up. Look. Jaylen Brown just go to a team, maybe like Detroit or maybe Houston. That was a good opportunity, bro. I'm not even sure if he's bringing that team to the playoffs, bro. Let's just be honest.
Nah, that's so cap. That's so cap.
That shit is crazy, huh, Jay?
Jay,
niggas is crazy.
It's not cap, bro.
Who are they getting in the playoffs over?
7 years, dog. Come on.
Who are they getting in the playoffs over?
I'm talking about
some guys. And honestly, that's floor raising. Y'all are talking about floor raising. Floor raising is ceiling raising, bro.
That's
it's two different
superstar. That's like you got to be on a whole nother level.
Dragging a bunch of nobodies up. That's a great skill. That's not the only.
But what
only
I'm
LeBron
saying is,
does that. All right.
What I'm saying is though, if he's gonna be a 1A guy, usually a team that's a superstar dude has to be that. He's the number one guy. They're usually not on the greatest.
Nobody else here is a superstar.
But my point is Jaylen Brown is the closest than anyone in my opinion.
I think BI closest, bro. To be honest,
he's not a superstar.
Closest. I didn't say he was closest.
That's the lovely part of the top of this draft. Because there's an argument for a lot of dudes because we got 4 different guys going number one Ovi, but I'm jumping on the Pascal Siakam train here. He's my number one overall.
See,
pick.
Niggas know what's up in this shit. Niggas know what's fucking up in this shit. Niggas stop playing with niggas, bro.
They don't know Trent. They just don't know apparently.
Man. Hey, but put some respect on Ben Simmons' name, though. I fuck with Ben Simmons. I fuck with him.
So y'all got one, right?
Yeah, that's all for number one. We'll start with number 2 for you, Garrett.
Oh, I get to start? Oh, okay, cool. I was actually really tempted to put this guy number 1, and I'm surprised nobody did. Give me Jamal Murray, number 2. Okay, like we just saw what he did throughout the whole playoff run. Bro, this guy is one of the best playoff risers we've ever seen. He doesn't have quite, I guess, like the cred as like a Michael Jordan or a Kawhi or a Kobe or something like that. You know what I mean? But bro, Jamal Murray gets the job done. And he might not have the accolades that maybe a couple guys that I have below him do on this list. But bro, if I need to get the job done, if I want a winning environment, I know Jamal Murray can get the job done for my team. So I am taking Jamal Murray number 2. I don't care. Like, bro, give me Jamal Murray. I'm taking it.
No, number 2 is a great placement for Jamal Murray because that's probably what he's gonna be his entire career. He's the perfect Batman. My number 2 pick, I got Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown is the second most talented player in this draft. I think Gabe pretty much covered all the things that Jaylen Brown brings to an NBA team, and yeah, I got JB, man.
Love it. Here's where I guess my Raptors bias shows, and I do take Pascal at number 2. I do think he's a very good player. I haven't seen as many playoff runs and as many top-level performances out of him as I've probably seen out of JB. It was quite close for me. And I think people are kind of sus on, like, what JB does in the isolation setting with, his left hand or whatever. But Pascal's isolation game can be very suspect at times. And especially, it'll take him a little bit longer to develop. If I'm saying I'm bringing them in from day one as what they were, I'm probably getting star-level production out of Jaylen Brown earlier than I'm getting star-level production out of Pascal Siakam. So when I'm comparing the two, I think they're very similar level players as of right now. But the fact that he's going to get there first and the fact that I just think he does it a little bit better is why I would take Jaylen Brown over him. Both very good players, though.
Wait, so you picked Siakam too? Is that what
Siakam second, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. John?
Oh, my fault, bro. My range is not fucked up. All right. Brandon Ingram, next best player.
I go Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Valid. This is also where I have Jaylen Brown. Couldn't have him any lower than this. Like you said, like you guys have touched on, he's done so many things in the postseason.
Stop copying my list, bro. Stop copying my list, bro.
I don't know what to tell you.
Disappointed, Devin, but it's okay.
Hey, I will say this. This is kind of random, bro. Our video on Instagram got 1,000 views in 3 hours.
That's
incredible.
That's how to let it go.
No, we appreciate y'all. It's a W. But Jay, get us started with pick 3.
Wait, no. Steph hasn't gone yet.
Or sorry, right.
Steph
Steph
like, whoa.
hasn't gone yet. That's my bad.
That's what you get, Steph, for taking Ben Simmons 1. You
forfeiting pick 2.
He's a 2-time all def.
Do your pick, nigga. Do your pick. Do your pick.
Pick number 2 is Jamal Murray. Fuck the justification. He's the most conducive to winning. Back to Ben Simmons. He's all defensive 2 times. He's an all-star 3 times. He's a rookie of the year. He was an all-NBA player, and he was a steals champ.
Put that nigga at the 4. He's a champ. You say what?
Yes, he was the steals champ.
Oh, I thought you said he is a champ.
So you wasn't listening, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, because I don't want to hear no bullshit about Ben Simmons.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, so my number 3 pick, I'm gonna have to go with Pascal Siakam. You know what I'm saying? Probably the third best talented player here. He's a champion. I seen him come up really big in big playoff games, so I gotta go with Spicy P, man.
Hey, Jay, you're redeeming yourself, bro. That 2010 redraft was not good for you, but we might not have the same order, but we got the same top 3 tonight, bro. We got the same top 3.
You know, ball, Gabe.
I'm closing out my top 3 with Brandon Ingram, man. I think just like he's probably better offensively than the top 2 guys I have, and really, I mean, he's not like a minus defensively. Like, I don't think he's as good as them on the defensive end, but like he's solid. The main thing with him is just going to be that availability. If he played like 60 plus games a year, even like 65, I think he would have a very good bid for me to go number 1 here, but he just doesn't, he don't got that. So for me, it did make him fall to 3. But once again, these 3 to me were like the clear top 3.
All right. I like that a lot. Now, I know what most people are expecting here, but I am not going to go Pascal Siakam. I'm actually going to go in a different direction, and I am going to go with Domantas Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis at the 3rd pick. That's who I'm going with. I mean,
but you want to talk about Ben Simmons at number 1?
3?
This is gonna go on the whole.
I knew this was going. Nigga, I knew this was going.
I knew nigga check the head.
I ain't gonna lie, Sabonis can't shoot either, brother.
Hey,
yeah, but he's still in the league though, and he going to practices.
Hey, I will say this: my 3rd overall pick, I'm going Chris Dunn.
I'm going Brandon Ingram.
Oh shit!
That would have been crazy.
It had to be based off college or some shit.
Man looked at 2 games of Utah tape last year against some crap rosters, and he was convinced.
Yo, my man, LA Knights on TV right now.
On God.
This at pick number 3 is where I take Jamal Murray. Like everyone, he's talked about him. Man knows how to win in the biggest moments. So give me Jamal.
All right,
we're on number 3, right?
4 for you.
Yeah, it's definitely gotta go 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 3. This is where I put Jaylen Brown. I think Brandon Ingram is a more talented player per se, but I think Jaylen Brown, it's a lot easier for you to build around, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I went number 2, Jamal Murray, and so did you, Steph, and you went with Jaylen Brown number 3. I have to agree. That actually kind of rhymed with that. No, but bro, I'm going with Jaylen Brown. I feel like it's his time. This is a guy who was originally number 3. He's staying there. He's going to Boston. Hey, man, it's where he belongs, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So even if, Gabe will disagree, even though he just got paid. But that's a discussion that we've already had.
That does bring us to Gabe, though, for pick number 4.
All right, folks. Here's where I go with a guy who's already been drafted, so I'm gonna say too much. I got Jamal Murray here. Jay said it. I think it was Jay who said it. He's the perfect Robin. He is great at just being that second guy. Could it be recency bias? Maybe, but he came off the injury and he looks better than ever. We good, man. Well, I would love having Jamal Murray on almost any roster. Just scores at will anywhere.
Yeah. Hey, I'm also going with Jamal Murray. Oh, yeah, I thought I was gonna spit something, but I didn't. I got that. But yeah, I'm also going with Jamal Murray because my third pick was kind of crazy, so it slid down Jamal Murray in the draft. Jamal Murray.
Yeah, I'm going Jamal Murray.
You look like Jamal Murray, nigga.
No, hey, y'all, hey, can I get this? Hey, team. Hey, okay.
Turn to the side, bro. Turn to the side. Look, bro.
Didn't someone say that in the first draft stream?
It was probably Night Striker, whatever his name is.
Hey, y'all, do y'all not agree that Trent Loki looked like Anthony Lamb?
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
That a bit, but yeah,
I'm not
doing that.
I'm not doing that.
But you calling my nigga Jake 30 on the stream?
Jake 30.
I said y'all calling Jake 30. I call Jay old on the stream, but y'all won't say Trent look like
Anthony Lamb is a rapist, buddy.
Oh, is he? Whoa, yeah. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. All I knew was the nigga was in the NBA and also had a big hair. That's all I knew. I didn't know that.
Video, it will not be monetized ever in the future. Go ahead, Devin.
Hey, I will say something about that. I got some exclusive news on that too.
You do. He do.
He do.
Which is hilarious considering John still didn't know, but nonetheless.
Bro, I swear I thought that was common knowledge.
No,
I did not know that.
I did not know that. I'm not gonna lie.
At number 4, this is where I take Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
He got charged.
Where we at? Who's number
4?
You're at 4.
Number 4. It's me.
Yeah.
This is where we take Jaylen Brown, and it did hurt to make him fall this far because I'm a Jaylen Brown truther. But
wait, didn't you just take Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, I think you took Jaylen Brown last year.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. Brandon Ingram. I have my list kind of weird. I have it to where it's like if or kind of thing. So yeah, I did take Brandon Ingram here. At first, I was thinking Jaylen Brown, and like I said, it did hurt to drop him. But like I told you guys, stop ignoring what Ben Simmons did his first 4 years in the league.
Here we go.
Man, I maybe I low key was telling you took Jaylen Brown 3 because I was trying to convince you to take Brandon Ingram 4 because I'm also taking Brandon Ingram at number 4 on my redraft list. But yeah,
we might have the same list going forward. I think I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe. Jay, what's your 4?
My 4. I want to pick one guy over the other, but I'm just gonna keep it cool, calm, collected. I'm going with Jamal Murray, bro.
Bull bomb and collective, nigga. Watch how you so much about to be saying around here, nigga.
Low key, I like Jay's redraft so far.
Yeah, Jay's
I'm not affiliated.
I was about to say, brother.
I know, brother.
But we haven't seen the guy who he's not drafting yet. So until then, we will see.
Hey, he's gonna get shiesty down the list, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Number 5, we start with. Is it John?
Yeah.
It's me. Yeah.
I think it's Gabe, isn't it?
No,
Gabe.
I went first last time.
Because Steph started 1 and then 1, 2.
That's where I'm going, Pascal.
That's crazy,
brother. Because of my third pick. Because of my third pick. That's because of my third pick, guys.
Bruh.
All right, my fifth pick. The man just got a contract extension. The man just brought the Sacramento Kings to the first playoff berth for a while. My man Sabonis. Not my man. Not my man, but I'll go Sabonis.
Sabonis. That is a very valid pick. Pick 5 is where Sabonis comes off the board for me as well.
Pick 5, that was almost where Domas came off, but I can't sleep well at night knowing that I picked Domas above Pascal Siakam. So I put Pascal at number 5 right here.
Yeah, you would have had some hate coming from me if Domas was above Siakam.
Yeah. My number 5, I'm not going to add too much. It's basically, some of you guys have already said him. I'm going with Sabonis, number 5.
Here, respectfully, Sabonis. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Sabonis, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Domantas Sabonis at number 5 as well.
Why'd you make it seem like you weren't gonna pick him?
I got
respectfully, Sabonis, I'm going to pick you higher than you got drafted.
So me,
Gabe, who you got at number 5?
So me, I am joining the Sabonis train here. The Boner Express is peak.
You can't say train and
You
Boner
would be the
Train.
conductor
Come on,
of that,
bro.
wouldn't you?
Yo,
That is the craziest one I've heard.
Hey,
Over an
hey,
anal
bruh.
fistula, nigga.
Hey, bro, he
Sus
needs to show
moments,
me.
KFC
He needs
sus
to show me a little something in the playoffs, bro. Indy was always out there getting swept, and he ain't looked too good this year either. But as far as being a regular season warrior, bro, the bonus got me.
Yeah, for sure. He'd be doing his thing in the postseason. But that does bring us now to pick 6 for Trent, where Ben Simmons has still only been picked by Steph.
Fucking frauds.
You know what's crazy? I thought I chose Ben Simmons, and that kind of fucks up my whole list.
Didn't you choose him?
No, I honestly thought I did, bro. I wasn't even worried about Ben Simmons, to be honest with you.
Good.
So you're going with him now?
No, I'm just gonna go with my list, bro. And if Ben Simmons falls, he falls. I forgot about him.
Nigga finna go undrafted.
But I'm going DeJounte Murray.
I like that.
Wow.
Undrafted is nuts, bro.
Bro got Monday Night Raw on full fucking box. That's crazy.
I heard Jim Ross on
the TV, bro.
Come on.
I heard LA Knight. Yeah.
No, DeJounte Murray is valid here. I had a few guards that I was thinking of, but I'm taking the first undrafted guy off the board here. I'm going with Fred VanVleet at pick number 6.
Raptor fan bias.
Gotta be a
Hey, yeah, this is some bias, Devin. This is some bias,
Devin,
Devin.
this is bias,
Give me the
man.
champ, man. Give me the champ.
I'm surprised Jakob ain't off the board yet, bro.
The champ, the man who's got the biggest bag from an undrafted player in NBA history, biggest bag this offseason in terms of annual salary. Give it to me. Pick 6.
That Canadian
That means
band.
big, dog.
Bro's doing robberies on the side.
Pick 6. At this point, I mean, Domas can't fall any lower. I mean, and then from here, I think I got the best draft from here.
That's cap. That's cap right now.
Stop the cap.
So my number 6, it's gonna stir up the heat again. That I'm the next guy to pick him on here after Steph picked him 1. I'm going Ben Simmons, man. And the reason I'm going Ben Simmons number 6 is simply because, first of all, I don't know if he'll ever become anywhere close to the player he is again. I will say that. However, the one thing I will say is I don't think anybody that's below him on my list, no matter what they do in their career, I don't think when it's all said and done, their career is ever going to exceed what Ben Simmons has already done. In like being a 3-time All-Star, All-NBA, All-Defensive multiple times. He was in MVP voting to some degree. Like for 2 seasons, I believe he got MVP shares. Like, no offense to DeJounte Murray, he'll never eclipse that. I just don't see it. And everyone else below him, I don't think it's even a question. So that's why I'm going Ben Simmons number 6. I think he's definitely below all those other guys because they still have room to exceed that for sure. And some of them already probably have, but I'm going Ben Simmons number 6.
I got a question. Are we drafting to build a team or just talent?
Great question, Jay.
Just talent.
It's your draft, man.
It's your draft. How you would draft? Would you draft for?
I should have
This is the third redraft.
Brother,
This is the third one you've done.
This is why we got 9 opinions on here, because I'll tell you, I redraft to build a team. That's why I'm talking about. I said Brandon Ingram might be number 1 if he was more available, but he's not.
You're right. Okay. All right. So I'm taking the champ. I'm taking Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet, join the squad, my boy.
What the fuck?
like
are
it.
we
Bro, I at least kind of
doing,
give Devin
bro?
a slight pass for that. It's the Raptor bias, but Jay,
He's a champ, bro. Come
Hey,
on,
listen.
No.
Jay
is cooking today.
No,
Jay is
bro.
Hold on.
Oh,
By
Dan,
that
Raptor-
logic, Jamal Murray
Raptor's
should be your
over
number
here
1.
coming to this defense.
No. Listen, Jay. Here's the honorary Raptor bias card because I'm not using it right now, so I'm gonna give it to you. There you go. But
Appreciate it, my brother.
here's where I'm taking DeJounte Murray. So I got 2 Murrays off the board now here. I think, listen, I got him over Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons peak, better. I think I can get good play out of DeJounte Murray for quite a while. Still a great 2-way player, not the level of defender of Ben Simmons, but still a great 2-way player. A great passer, up to like a 9 assists per game type guy. And still a guy who has a good mid-range game, a good inside game, but can struggle on the shooting edge. So honestly, a similar player to Ben Simmons, probably a little bit worse just because he doesn't have the same size, same upside as him. But the fact that I can get more years of high-level play out of him makes me more confident taking him in a draft.
That's crazy. I'm right there with you with DeJounte Murray. I just want to say, like, can you imagine, bro? Like,
What
Wait.
the fuck?
No, what? How? What, brother?
So you're not drafting Ben Simmons at all, but you're drafting him. The same guy, just 2 inches shorter.
Yeah, we got 8 picks left. He might pick Ben. Maybe.
Hey,
No, he's not.
DeJounte ain't scared to shoot.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think Gabe said it perfectly, right? Like,
Yeah, let me get a nigga that shoots 20% as opposed to a nigga that doesn't shoot at all.
Trill, if you hoop and you claim you hoop, you know that every nigga on the court at least got to be a threat to shoot, nigga. He not a threat. The defense is literally going to turn the fuck around and not guard him. You're now playing 4-on-5 if you're in a half-court set. Yes, I'm taking DeJounte Murray, the man who's not afraid to shoot, who's not afraid to get to the basket, has more dog in him, will go practice, can play. I'm not going to say the same amount of prime Ben Simmons defense, but he can play defense and he can also facilitate. Again, not going to say at the same level of prime Ben Simmons, but DeJounte Murray ain't no motherfucking scrub facilitating. So, yes, I'm taking DeJounte Murray over Ben Simmons. You can give me Ben Simmons' peak for 3 years. DeJounte Murray's going to play for probably.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is now that we got John back in the streams, like we're gonna have to bring back the pop-off party segment. Like, bro, if this is the energy we get from John, like,
hey, what's that one song that's like, shit, let me pop off, rip the bag out my face, I'm acting brand new, some shit like that, right?
Rip me out the plastic, I'm acting brand new. Yeah.
Rip me out the plastic, I'm acting brand new.
That's some bad bitches.
That shit tough, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, bro, one of the girlies on stream.
Yeah,
man.
we got Twitter honeys in chat.
Hey man.
He got OnlyFans.com/ClutchTalk.
Nigga, if it's paying, nigga, if it's paying,
Nah, that's crazy.
if it's paying,
Who's next, bro? Who's next, bro? Come on.
That is me for pick 7.
Did Trent give us 7?
We Trent started with 6. Trent started with 6.
Devin at 7.
You niggas are good at this order.
Devin at 7. So this is where Ben Simmons does come off the board for me. His peak just pushes him beyond anyone else that's below him on the list. So not sure about the future, but his peak puts him at 7.
Y'all fucking disrespecting that nigga Ben Simmons and his mental health. But anyway, at number 7, and I'm surprised y'all didn't say this because, well, no, I'm not too surprised because he had a later start, but he is one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and y'all can kill me for it all y'all want to. But AC Fresh, Alex Caruso.
Oh, bro.
Hey!
Alex Caruso is getting picked.
Hey,
It might be early. It might be early, and I'll take that. But y'all, you know me, Garrett, and you know I love.
Bro, they got that Mo Bamba type reach,
defenders.
bro.
You know I love defenders.
That's a Mo Bamba level reach, bro.
Did you take AC over DeJounte Murray, brother?
That's what the fuck I did. And I'm
Crazy.
All right, go pee. You need a break.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray is a great defender and averages like 15 more points.
That's crazy, huh, Gabe?
Yeah, I like Alex Caruso. I mean, obviously we've got Laker fans that have loved him, and as a Bulls fan myself, I do as well. But I can't put him number 7, man. That's just kind of crazy. But what I'm gonna go with for my number 7, already been said a few times, but I feel like DeJounte Murray has to come here. And yeah, like you could argue him over Ben Simmons. I think right now he's definitely a better player. I just don't see it in DeJounte Murray to ever exceed what Ben Simmons has already done. Like that, he's probably like the one guy you could argue, and in that case, like with these other guys around here. But bro, I just don't see it. I'm not super high on DeJounte Murray. Maybe that's me. I don't know, but yeah.
I agree. I don't know. I feel like if DeJounte Murray is on a team with the ceiling that the Philadelphia 76ers had, I think he could. But I mean, yeah, we've yet to see it in his career. But with the 7th pick, I'm going with Ben Simmons, bro. Hey Ben, respectfully, I've done disrespected you so far, and I'm taking you with the 7th pick. Yeah. You know I fuck with you, bro. I'm gonna be flexing that Instagram like forever, bro.
Well, Ben Simmons. I'm not. I'm taking Fred VanVleet here. Give me Mr. Champion because, hey, call it Raptor bias. I'm taking my Raptor bias card back and I'm using it right now. Here's why. Here's why I'm taking Fred VanVleet here. He's still an all-star level guy, and I know once again he's gonna give you more years of good play, bro. A nice little 4-year peak is cool, but give me 10 years of good play if I'm building my roster.
Yes, Gabe. Yes, Gabe.
Don't start the stretch, Gabe. I ain't gonna cap.
Yes, Gabe. But instead of Fred, I'm gonna get a crazy. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but it's all right. It's all right. With my what is it? 6th pick, 7th pick?
This is 7th pick.
7th pick. Y'all gonna kill me for this, but it's all right. I know how good a player he is. I'm going with Karis LeVert.
Bro, I'm not hearing shit about Ben Simmons no more.
Okay, all right. I needed to get that.
Fuck
no. All right.
My brother, Karis LeVert's not drafted in my redraft, bro.
Whoa, did I ask you?
That's kind of crazy. Okay, wait, okay, no, all right. Seriously,
that is kind of crazy, Gabe, but
I wanted to say that because I feel like that's like one of the last players that I could have maybe put above Ben Simmons, but I'm gonna go Ben Simmons above him. So I'll put Ben Simmons as my pick now.
Yeah, I'm going.
You have an argument for Karis over Ben Simmons,
bro. We're talking.
No,
I'm
genuinely asking.
Yeah,
yes or no?
I'm genuinely answering. We're talking about.
Yes or no? That's all I'm looking for.
We're building our team the way we want, right?
Nigga,
I don't want a nigga
or no.
I don't want a nigga who's gonna play 4 seasons.
I don't give a fuck.
Half
yes
of them.
Or no.
I'm giving you the answer. You want the answer? Here it is. You want the answer? Here it is.
He's giving you the argument.
I'm taking the nigga who's gonna be there for my team for more than 4 seasons and not cry about every other instance.
Fuck. Are you taking Karis LeVert or you
nigga,
over Ben
put
Simmons?
the answer. Put it together yourself. You just graduated.
Yes.
I just told you. I'm taking a nigga who's gonna provide me more for longer than a nigga who's gonna provide me a peak 4 years and be crying throughout half of it.
So then Karis LeVert is your pick?
Yeah, I was confused by that actually. Did you pick Karis?
Yeah, you go Ben.
Yeah.
I thought you picked Ben.
Because in the beginning when I said this
so
is
Karis your pick? So is Karis your pick? Because you just sat here and told me I'm taking the nigga that's playing more than 4 years, and then you said you picking Ben Simmons. Which one is it? Where are we going?
Oh shoot! Oh, I thought I just deleted everything.
Like I said in the beginning of my little spiel, like I said, right, Trill. Karis LeVert is the last nigga who maybe might go before Ben Simmons out of all these niggas that I have. So, with that being said, just to piss you off, I'm going Karis LeVert.
I like this.
LeVert is 7. All right, it's locked in.
Man's pissing off the other executives across the league to try and help himself out in the draft. I respect the strategy. Well, and that does bring us to the pissed off executive for pick 8.
Well, I didn't go.
Yeah. Trent didn't go.
Oh yeah.
Or did he? Okay, that's my bad.
Wait, no, it didn't. Oh shoot!
He didn't go.
No, that's my bad.
Why do I have 2 of the same? Hold on, wait. Can we? Everyone that's gone so far, can you rattle through like who you said at 8 or at 7? Like Devin said Ben, right?
Yeah.
Alex
Steph said Caruso. Garrett said DeJounte. Jay said Ben Simmons. Gabe said Fred VanVleet. John said Karis LeVert.
Oh, my bad. I put both of their names down for John's. Okay, you can go ahead. Trent.
Where we got the plastic? I'm not gonna bring.
I'm not gonna disrespect Ben Simmons, so I would just choose Ben Simmons my next pick.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right.
Just because I'm primarily the reason we taking up so much time, I'm gonna just say Fred VanVleet, and y'all can go ahead and go.
All right. My number 8. This might warrant some time because no one said him yet. I don't know how you guys are gonna react. I'm taking Malcolm Brogdon, number 8. I am a big pro of Malcolm Brogdon. I've been that for so long. This guy's a 50-40-90 club member. He almost did it again. He's the only guy to win multiple individual end-of-season awards as well of anyone in this class. Bro, I got to go with Malcolm Brogdon. And when I'm comparing him and Fred VanVleet, yeah, Fred does have the title, but I personally think Malcolm Brogdon is a more efficient level player, probably more reliable on the defensive end. And I know the injuries are a concern, and I know that's what everyone's going to say. Oh, he's never available when you need him most. I don't care, man. I'm taking Malcolm Brogdon. Like that's just me, man. I got to go with my guy, number 8.
All right. So at this point in the draft, I am drafting for team need. All right, I'm drafting for team need. So I have my starting center right now is Domantas Sabonis, and I need somebody to cover up for the defense, and I'm taking Zubac with my eighth
Oh, that's
pick,
crazy.
Ibaka Zubac.
Mo.
Bro.
There's
I
a lot
like
of
that
names
you-
on the board. I'd be
I-
picking over
I-
him.
Big available, Jay.
I like that you picked him, but there's others that you could have
He's not even the
picked
best.
first.
Nah, he's the best.
He's
big. I agree.
No, he's not.
the best.
Like Patrick
big.
McCaw. You could be Patrick McCaw, Jay.
Patrick Mahomes.
Hey, 3 times.
Champ.
Hold on, you
Hey,
respect
Raptors,
3 times
Raptors,
NBA champ.
Hey, yeah, for real. Tell him, Trill.
You
Raptors,
respect. Listen
Raptors
to me,
legend.
Jay. Look
Tell
at
him,
me.
Trill.
Hold on.
Tell him, Trill.
Hold on.
Tell him,
Because
Trill.
I could do this. No, not you. My bad. Not you. This person.
Tell him,
Bro,
Trill.
put me.
I got you.
You respect 3-time champion Patrick McCaw. You hear
Yeah,
me?
you do.
He played 30 seconds in all those championships.
Hey, but you
combined.
know what's funny?
respect
Some,
3-time
hey,
champion.
some of your
Wait,
guys'
wait, wait.
reasonings has been, oh, he's a champion. Respect the champion. Patrick McCaw's a 3-time champion. I better respect that nigga.
Weak ass
Before
ring.
Gabe goes,
Four.
before Gabe goes, and I guess anyone, bro, I am definitely just gonna make that a TikTok, a short clip. Like, you respect Patrick McCaw, 3-time champion, and just that, only like 3 or 4 seconds. That's definitely going.
That's Raptors. That's Raptors.
Like a
legend,
jump scare.
Patrick McCaw, bro. That is
That's
definitely
perfect.
Raptors legend. But nah,
Someone
bro.
be scrolling on the feed and be like, "What?" Like, bookmark, and then go ahead, Gabe. Sorry.
All right, so my number 8 pick is a defensive player of the year level talent at his peak.
Ben
A
Simmons.
great playmaker and made Philadelphia way better off the jump. The second he walked in the door, I got Ben Simmons, bro. He was so nice.
He was injured his first year.
He's never
so-
missed the playoffs in his career. Fun fact.
John, are you gonna go?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, y'all.
Bro,
But
I'm
the
sitting
crazy-
here staring at him like,
Hey, the crazy thing is, I was staring at John. I'm like, I wonder whose turn it is.
Man's waiting for the trade to come in real quick.
I'm so sorry, yo. All right. I was like, I wonder when nobody's talking. All right. Well, since I went Karis LeVert last time, now I'm going Ben Simmons.
So with my pick, I am gonna go with my man Korkmaz. Now let me stop
Ooh.
trolling. I'm stop trolling. I'm gonna go Fred VanVleet.
Freddie.
Damn, Freddie, man, low for you.
Freddie, man, I probably should have took Freddie.
I don't think, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Fred's all that.
If that's low, I haven't even got him yet. So
I don't think.
he still torched Steph Curry in the finals, bro.
Like
He
Fred
torched
to
the
me
shit out
is
of
just
Steph Curry in
fucking
the
mid
finals.
as fuck.
Nah, bro, he torched Steph Curry in the finals. To
Yeah,
get a
bro,
ring,
I ain't gonna-
bro.
For Gabe to
he's,
say
he's
that,
better.
that's a
Well,
lot.
he's better than Kerchomp, but
Fred's a guy I can't even hate on people having lower, especially because like me and Gabe, I'm sure can especially attest, and anyone who watched Raptors games last year, like Nurse has destroyed his lower body and his back over the last couple of years. So a guy might fade out rough over the next few years compared to a few of these guys because he's also older than a lot of these guys, given he was a
Yeah,
4-year
true.
college guy. So his peak might be a lot shorter than we think. But for me, at number 8, DeJounte Murray is still on my board, and there's no way he's fallen any further. So DeJounte is my 8th pick.
So we're just acting like Dragon Bender wasn't in his
so
draft.
number 9. Am I?
Nine,
I start,
that'll be
right?
for you,
I
Garrett.
never went number 8, did I?
Yeah, you did. You went with
Fred.
Fred.
Okay. We get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So my number 9 is also Fred. I feel like he has to go here. I think he's the last All-Star that has not been named on my list. Freddie, you're off the board.
My oh wait, do I start? I got 9.
Yeah, you're up
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Okay,
We didn't
so-
start because I just did, but you're next.
Oh, okay, I got you. So my number 9, I need shooting for my boy Ben Simmons to defer to, Jamal Murray to defer to, Pascal
Murray got
Siakam
slapped,
when he
nigga.
get doubled.
You see how you got
Buddy Hield?
He has
Hey, you read my mind, damn. We taking
There's
Buddy
no
Hield.
way.
We taking Buddy, bro.
There's no way.
Jay got to
It's
explain.
crazy,
it.
No,
bro.
DeJounte,
Jay,
you have not taken DeJounte Murray or Malcolm
Yeah,
Brogdon.
brother.
yet.
We got
Just
enough
remind
defense.
everyone
We
of
got
that.
enough D.
Bro.
We got enough D.
Jay, when you're doing a redraft, everybody doesn't go to the same team.
Yeah, that's what I was confused with. Do you think these guys are like playing on the same team? Or?
Well, wait, I thought
He's like, wait, what the fuck? We're not supposed to draft these.
I thought we
We
were
aren't drafting them
build a
all to the
team.
same group. It's just like in the order of like the
Bro,
draft.
you would
know that,
all
right?
end up with the same team, bro. We'd all have Jaylen Brown, Pascal Siakam, Brandon Ingram.
Oh wait,
bro.
are
It's
we
just-
not drafting?
It's
No,
just
we're
who- it's
we're
just
not.
who-
Hold on. We're
If
not.
that's the case,
using-
Jay, didn't you get
Hold
like
on, hold on,
fried
hold
for
on.
taking like 3 low motor dudes in one of the redrafts we did before or
Yes.
something? Too?
Hold on,
Like,
hold on. So we're not using the draft pool to draft our own team. We're saying who would go in this order if this, say the 2016, we went back to 2016. What's gonna be the new order based on where we're at in 2023 and what these players have done thus far?
Bro, didn't I just ask that like 10 minutes ago?
No,
You
Bro,
said-
you
said
hold
if
on.
they
You've
build it-
done
said
like
if they
4
build it-
why
redrafts.
didn't you ask
To be
that before the
fair,
last 2.5 redrafts?
You've done like 4 redrafts, so to be fair, excuse us for thinking you got it.
I think
whatever.
I think what we interpreted your question as, Jay, is like whether you consider talent or like overall team impact and winning
Yeah.
impact.
All right, so let
Yeah,
me.
he's
Those
gonna
are
say
two
I should have
different
picked Bledsoe top 5.
Nah,
Fuck, I
when you
picked
said-
Zubox. What the fuck?
when you
All
said-
right,
when you
yeah,
said-
yeah,
why did you pick
Yeah.
And
I
that
got-
still
I got-
wasn't even the
I got
best pick
DeJounte.
at that position. But go
I
ahead,
got-
Gabe.
I got DeJounte, bro.
Okay, I'll give you.
All right.
Wait, you're going DeJounte at 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I think I might have misconstrued that because he said, "Is it for a team building aspect?" And I'm saying yes because I'd rather have this guy on my team over this guy, even if the other guy might be a little bit more talented. But who is talented enough to go at my number 9 pick is the president. It is Malcolm Brogdon. Very solid point guard, bro. He was a good starting point guard, and now he come off the bench now. He accepted a role, which shows that he's willing to fit in on a team at any capacity. So coming at number 9, it's very likely you're on a team that already has a good starting point guard. And he is going to do a 6th man of the year, which shows that he can really excel in that role as well. So for the versatility that he has at the point guard position, he's going to go here.
Go ahead, Trent.
And he can start on any team in the league. I'm gonna just say that right now. I don't care what you guys say, but
I don't know any team, but he's very
Any
good.
You
team in
think
the
he's starting the
league.
Warriors right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's better.
that's
He's
cap.
probably. I mean,
He
he's probably
can
better
start on
than
the
Clay
Warriors.
right now,
He,
but-
he's better than Clay right now.
Yeah,
Go
but are
ahead,
you
though,
really
John.
okay? All right, sorry. Yeah. Also Malcolm Brogdon.
W.
Man, hey, look, I was cheering because Austin Reeves just checked in. The first play of the game, nigga hit a fucking 3. I'm telling you, this nigga's a monster, bro. Jesus fucking crazy. Even though Team USA fucking sucks.
Hold on. That's the FIBA team. That's not the Olympic team.
Yeah, they still fucking suck.
Y'all, everybody was saying this for the last FIBA team for them to actually do work. Like the FIBA team isn't really the good team, so to speak.
Yeah.
Either way, my next pick would probably be Malcolm Brogdon.
Sure,
W.
that's where I have him too. There was, although a few people have deviated from it, this was a consensus top 9 for me in this draft, and Brogdon is the last guy of those 9.
Steph.
I haven't gone number 9 yet, right?
Yeah,
No.
I was saying like number
Yeah. I got Brogdon right there too.
dang 5 straight Brogdons.
There's lots of Brogdons at number 9, but that does bring us to pick number 10. Jay, who do you got for us?
I have yet to take Brogdon, and I'm still not taking him due to availability. Now I will take Buddy Hield.
I mean, he's more available, but that's about all I'm giving you.
Hey,
This nigga Jay don't know how to draft for shit.
yeah, my team. All right, whatever.
Your team's ass. You have Zubac as your top 10. Fuck up.
Yeah, Zubac kind of screwed you, Jay. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, because y'all didn't understand the question, bro. Y'all got
Nigga,
You went Fred at 6, though, before you asked
nigga
that
judged
question,
me
too.
for
That's
Ben
kinda
Simmons
crazy.
at 1, and you chose Zubac's
Yo,
top.
this is so random right here. Yo, they just showed a video of Draymond Green and Kevin Durant sitting next to each other, and they are not talking to each other at all. They're just like this in the crowd. It's so weird. But y'all can continue. I thought that was weird.
So at number 10, the Raptor bias comes out again, man. Give me Big Jakob. I feel like right after Malcolm Brogdon, you're just pure high value role player territory. And Jakob Poeltl just plays his role so effectively. He came in, and this is me as a Raptors fan. He came in and he solved our center problem just so well. Like for the first half of the season, it's like, dude, it doesn't feel like there's a real big man on the court, and it's just ain't shit happening. But like now, like he really came in. I feel like he just changed the dynamic of the front court, especially on the defensive end. And then he's just an efficient guy. He can get the ball to around the rim, and he'll get you that 60%, bro. He does what he needs to do, and he does it effectively.
He not better than Big Zoo.
Yes, he is.
He is. Yes, he is.
At everything.
All right,
At
sorry.
everything.
My turn.
Hold on.
Right? Is it not my turn?
I don't know about
Yeah,
everything.
you're at 10.
Not a better
The
rebounder.
vast majority of things.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Fred because I haven't picked Fred yet. To be honest, gotta go Fred. It'd be crazy to leave him out.
Well, I would go with my man Jakob.
Hey,
Sir.
Sure, Jacopo is
Yeah.
at number 10 for me as well. He
I
was the
personally think I have the best draft here.
man up.
Number
I would hope
10,
so.
I gotta go DeJounte. Haven't picked him yet. You already know what time it is.
I'm a little surprised he fell to 10 for you, but I don't remember. There's so many different things. I don't even know like what your whole list was, other than like maybe the first three. My number 10 though. I'm gonna agree actually with Jay. I'm going with Buddy Hield at my number 10. I like me
See,
some
I
shooting.
I can live with it for you because you've taken Malcolm Brogdon. Boy, Jay still has Malcolm Brogdon on the board.
I ain't gonna lie.
Damn, Jay.
Fuck Brogdon.
Whoa, what?
Hell, bro, he just hates him because he beat out quickly for 6 Man of the Year. That's the only reason he hates him. And
I wasn't even
bro,
thinking
don't
about
lie,
that,
don't
but
lie. And he
We
deserved
found
it
the
over
man.
quickly too. So,
We found the man that Jay is not going to draft this time around. This is crazy. But,
bro, you're not drafting the president? Crazy.
I believe that does take
Gabe?
us to pick 11 for
Right?
Gabe.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all were just grilling Jay for this, so now I'm like, I feel like y'all are about to grill me. But I told y'all we're a high value role player tier this draft, and so I'm taking Buddy Hield at 11. Shooting is a very important trait, and Buddy Hield is among the top of the he's among the top in the league at that skill. So when I'm at the role player section of the draft, bro, if I'm thinking pick 11, bro, my team probably already has the top of the top core guys. So if I just need a guy that can slot in and play a role super effectively, he's been a 16 to 20 point per game guy for years as a very efficient shooter. And so I want him over a lot of different guys, man.
I like that. But Gabe, you haven't chose AC yet, right? Alex Caruso.
Spoiler alert: he's coming up very shortly.
All right. Well,
Only
that's my pick right now. I was just gonna say, like, I think Buddy Hield is great, but I don't know how you could not go AC over Buddy Hield. I feel like AC can also shoot and do a little bit of everything else better as well. But I'm going AC.
I'm gonna go with Buddy Hield.
Valid. We're getting a lot of Buddy and Caruso here because this is where I go Alex Caruso as well. Give me that
Hey.
defense.
Give me that.
We're at number 11.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Fuck Buddy Hield. I'm going Jakob Poeltl.
So my number 11 is going to be crazy because someone did say him before on the draft here and got grilled for it. I don't know if I'll get grilled as hard because I don't have him as high, but I'm going with Karis LeVert at number 11. And I'm picking Karis LeVert mainly because, bro, we can't forget, bro, this guy was going to be an all-star if he didn't get injured in 2019. As much as D'Lo did get there and he got that replacement from Victor Oladipo being hurt, bro, Karis LeVert was going to be an all-star. And for years, bro, especially considering what he went through like 2 years ago, like people thought maybe he would never play again. And this guy came out and he was still balling. Now, obviously, he's in a different role in Cleveland. Like, bro, I got to give him props. I'm putting a number 11 on my draft. Even if he takes some crazy shots sometimes, he still can get buckets sometimes, and he can heat up big time.
Karis LeVert is a motherfucking bucket. Like, if you just like hooping and watching basketball, watch that nigga. That nigga's a bucket.
Well, he wasn't a fucking bucket in the postseason.
This is basketball and NBA.
Hey, you want to know why? Check, because he was clamping that. We was.
Jay, look at.
Wait, Jay. Who sent y'all bitch ass homes? Shut the fuck up.
Yo, stop.
Damn.
Anyways. My number 11. This is 11th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My number 11 pick. I'm going with Karis LeVert as well, bro.
Oh,
I
God.
like pure hoops. I like me a bucket, a shot creator. I love that. I love Karis LeVert's game.
Love it,
It's
Jay.
bad. I'm
I love
agreeing with Jay on a lot of these lately.
I love it, Jay. No, it's not bad.
Yo, you know hoops, Garrett? Come on, bro. Exclusive.
I was a little skeptical, but all right.
That does bring us to pick 12, I believe, for John.
All right, for my pick, I'm gonna go Buddy. To be honest.
I'm gonna go Caruso.
Alrighty. Valid. Pick
Now
12
we're just swapping.
for me is Karis LeVert.
I almost went Zoobs over Buddy, but I gotta go Buddy.
You said Buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Hield.
All right. My number 12.
I think y'all are gonna be shocked at my 14.
I got to be a little biased as a Bulls fan. I'm going with Paul Zipser. No, I'm not.
I was
about to say, really?
Bro, real ones know about Paul Zipser. No, I'm going with Jakob Poeltl for my number 12.
Shit.
Nah. Oh wait, Jay,
for my number 12, I'm gonna have to go with Jakob Poeltl as well.
That's a good pick, Jay. He's still better than Zubac though.
No, yeah.
So at my number 12, I'm Caruso as well. I don't know, y'all that are saying, yeah, bro, like Caruso can shoot with Buddy Hield, he can do all that too. Brother, Buddy Hield is like a 17, 18 points per game guy. Alex Caruso averages like 6, bro.
Are you looking at their career averages? Are you looking at just the last 6? Because
career averages, he averages like 6.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like career averages, like Alex Caruso has.
Brother, I think he averaged below his career average last year. Caruso, he averaged like 5.6.
Yeah,
bro, Caruso, bro. I'm tired of this Caruso. Like Caruso, this nigga's just.
Yeah, but see, here's I don't know. Hold on. I don't know what we're talking about offensively, Caruso wise, but at least speaking for myself, I picked him because he's a top level defender in this league,
and he can shoot. He shoot 36% from the 3-point line.
He's a very good defender, but to me, a good offense beats good defense, bro. So,
yeah, but it's not like he has no offense. Nigga shoots 36%.
He's not reliable though. I'm not gonna lie, he's not reliable.
That's fair, but like Buddy Hield to me is like literally one of the best at his role in the game.
For sure.
I'm gonna be honest though, but that 36 is not really that relevant because he only shoots 2 threes a game. So like,
shit, that's bad. Then that works against him.
So bitches though.
That means he's shooting 1 for 3. That's about what he's shooting, 1 for 3 a game.
Yeah, and it's low too. It's literally 2.3, so it's low. That's literally 2 3s a game.
But come on.
All right. Yeah. My
this is pick 13 for Trent.
Sorry.
Okay, I have a question though. Were we stopping at 14 or were we stopping at
14? Was the last. Yeah.
Fuck, this changes my whole thing then.
Gotta narrow it down.
Yeah. I'm
the only nigga in this draft that got a movie named after him.
Okay, I would say this. I'm gonna go Big Zoo. I like Zoo.
Boy, Zubac at 13K.
It's gotta be drafting there. I'm gonna be.
Hey, if that'd be hella fun, I'm gonna take him as my last pick.
Zoo is a double machine. Double machine.
That's hella fun.
For sure.
W
pick.
W
Definitely
pick.
Underrated big. I'm taking a guy who hasn't been taken yet. I'm gonna take Taurean Prince here at pick 13.
I like that.
I like that.
Actually.
Pick 13. That's why I went ahead and picked Zubac.
Pick number 13 for me. This is where I have Alex Caruso.
Pick 13 for me. I have Alex Caruso as well, and I'm telling y'all for my 14th pick, gonna surprise y'all.
It's like 4 or 5 straight in a row that me and Jay have had the same, man.
Well,
and where is Malcolm Brogdon on your list?
I don't know. Going undrafted,
This
who
is
knows?
crazy though. Come on, man.
bro.
Drafting Ben Simmons and then letting Malcolm Brogdon go undrafted.
JB hate watching the
Come on, Jay.
There's always one guy with Jay the whole time.
Always.
Apparently, it's always going to be a point guard too. But I'm basic here. I got Big Zoo. He's just been a high value starter for way too long to not take here.
Fuck, I just had a player in my mind. Jakob Poeltl is my 13th, right? I have one more after this.
Right.
Jakob Poeltl.
All right, so that does bring it to pick 14 for me, and this is where I take Buddy Hield.
Really?
Good pick.
Wow.
I'm not mad.
I feel like it's a little low, but okay.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I almost picked Gary Payton the second with my 14th pick, but I realized that was because of his role to Golden State. But if you look at him outside of his role to Golden State, what is he really? So this is probably even more shocking. I'm about to go. I'm picking Dorian Finney-Smith with my 14th pick.
That's not terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That's not terrible. That's really not terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I was considering him too. Like, I think he was one of the first 3 I would have put. Mine might be a little more controversial just because I feel like people have a negative connotation around this guy lately. But let's not forget, it wasn't long ago that this guy was averaging 20 points per game. And this guy, he's always been a pretty high volume, high efficiency 3-point shooter. I don't care that he got shafted by, there's 2 people here that are a fan of that team. He got shafted by them this year. Maybe he just wasn't the right fit. But, hey, he's going to do big things in Milwaukee. I'm going with freaking Malik Beasley to end my redraft. I don't care what anybody says. I've always
the nigga didn't get shafted. The nigga just missed shots.
Yeah,
we didn't shaft him. Nigga just missed.
He was in a horrible situation for him personally, not for like the Lakers, obviously. But I think moving forward, bro, he's going to thrive in Milwaukee. And when they're contending again this season or they're playing really well basketball, people are going to be looking at him as a solid role player for that team. Give me Malik Beasley.
I like that pick. My 14th pick, I'm not gonna lie. He put on for the short niggas in the short stint that he was in the NBA.
Okay.
Cleveland Cavaliers legend. Shout out to my boy K Felder, bro.
Yay!
K Felder. Shout out to my boy K Felder. I'm taking with the 14th pick.
It was so
This
nice
is real, bro.
So the 14th pick is just what we prefer. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I'm going.
He looks like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Out there because he's like what 5'9" or
come on.
Supposed to be the next Nate Robinson, but
come on.
God, it's like me being out there, like something.
Gabe?
Just like
Nate Felder fell out the league in 2018.
Yeah, are you reading?
He was not an NBA player.
Hey, chill.
No, he literally wasn't. You're not considered an actual NBA player till year 5. You don't get your stipend, like retirement stuff, till year 5. So he literally is not an NBA player.
And he made the league at 5 foot.
He got it.
But look, hey, if I'm him, I'm telling everybody, nigga.
Hey, well, I can tell you.
Nigga, Muggsy Bogues made the league at 5'3". I don't give a fuck.
Okay, but how many niggas did that really?
Spud Webb made the league.
I bet you cannot list
at 5'5".
I agree. No, that's great accomplishment. But I bet you can't list 10 of them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is fine. Like because there's not a lot of
Nate Robinson.
Nah, Garrett's different.
Garrett, I wasn't talking to you, Garrett. I wasn't talking to you, Garrett. Wasn't nobody talking to you, Garrett. All right.
Put some respect on my man Yuta Tabusi's name,
For
man.
Garrett, I'm gonna be like, you can't name 100.
Fam, you want to
There
try
probably
my
isn't
NBA
100.
knowledge?
Brother, I'm just saying you or a lot of people probably cannot list a lot of like
Herb Boykins, Isaiah Thomas, Calvin Murphy, Kay Felder, DJ Augustine, Damon Stoudemire, Ty Lawson, Spud Webb, JJ Barea, Michael Abrams. That's 10 right there. You want me to keep going?
So, yes. So what my point is, this is a great accomplishment. Only 10, there's probably only like 10, 20 niggas that's ever made the league being 5'9" or shorter. So if I'm K, I'm telling everybody that. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, bro. Garrett
that's my point. I'm trying to back up K here, all right? Because if K's watching this shit, he's gonna be very upset.
Bro, Khalid El-Amin, bro, give him credit. Brevin Knight.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I think Gabe is next.
Gabe
was next.
Go ahead, Gabe.
My final pick. I got Gary Payton II. Very good defensive impact. You said his role to the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie. When he was off the Warriors, bro, he did not even pass the physical. Like he was dealing with some stuff, like health wise. I think he got traded right back to the Warriors. So like, I feel like that's not a very fair argument to make against him. But I like his defensive impact, bro, especially. And he just looks like a good player on the court, got good athleticism, just is in the right places. So he gonna go for my last pick.
I love that. I like that pick. But that's not who I'm going my last pick with. And
I don't love it enough then.
What?
You don't love it enough then.
I do, yeah, you're right. I don't love it enough then, brother. You damn right. Because you know why? My last pick, he's got something that none of y'all players got. Not one, I think none of y'all players got. He got a movie. He's a star in a freaking
No
movie.
way.
This dude,
Okay?
no, man.
I'm
No,
going
he's a
with-
Wancho, bro.
I'm going with Bo Cruz, baby.
This
I'm
is
going,
crazy.
I'm going with Bo Cruz.
Dude,
Hell
is
Yeah,
no.
I paid money to
hey,
watch that game
hey.
start a game and that guy start a game in Toronto, and that was pain. I'm gonna leave it
Jamal
at that.
Jamal Murray was in a movie.
Hey, I'm drafting Adam Sandler before
Oh.
him. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, both Garrett and Jay are two funny niggas.
How did no one else catch that?
I caught that, Garrett.
Bro, that's crazy.
See, who's your last pick?
Um,
It's not beating mine, so
my pick is gonna be George's Niang.
I almost did that. I almost
Hey,
picked him.
Yeah, me too.
I hate Sean, bro.
Yo, hold up. The
Bro,
reason why
who was
did
I
that-
talking with yesterday that I said someone's going
me.
to pick him? Yeah, I said someone will pick Yorgis Niang. I thought it'd be Jay, but bro, go ahead.
He was on my
chose-
list.
Nah, I chose him. I mean, bro, the style of play of this nigga is goofy as fuck. But the fact that he's been in the league since 2016, he's getting big contracts. He just signed a 3-year, $25 million contract. Like the Cavs are relying on him to be a wing in this league. Like he's good. He's a relevant piece to teams that need the shooting and need the defensive. And he's not even a great defender, but they still the fact that he's still in the league is incredible to me. So I gotta put him in there. Just the fact, because that nigga is just goofy as fuck, but he can shoot that thing.
Can't
So,
shoot.
I think it
Bro,
just
he has the
looks slow.
top 5 craziest run in the NBA.
Yeah, so I'll
The
go
way
Niang.
he runs.
I was thinking Prince. I was thinking a lot of other people, but I just want to go Niang.
For sure, a lot of variation at the bottom of the draft here, but we'll put all these drafts together over the next couple of days, and on our Twitter and elsewhere, you'll see our Kia Threes consensus draft for the 2016 redraft. And if you guys are still in here, be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, as that is our last basketball segment of the stream. But we do have a couple of guys that are going to jump out of here before we get to our mini games. So I believe Trent and John, you're out of here. Steph, you jumping out as well?
What time is it?
All right, I'm gonna go female.
Yeah, I would stay, but I gotta go in the office tomorrow, fellas. I can't
Sure.
do it.
For
Hey,
sure. We
Dang.
appreciate you guys being in here.
All right,
Hey,
gang.
I will say that.
Damn, I really wanted to play this mini game, bro.
Hey, yo, John, we missed you, bro.
Nigga.
I like the energy you pull up with.
Hey,
I'm
bro.
happy to be back
Hey.
with my niggas. I'm happy to be
Hell
back.
yeah.
And guess what? For the people out there, I had an anal fistula.
Oh.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
it lit. I'm keeping it lit with you. You want to know what it is? Go look it up. I'm out.
Hey,
That's
hey,
crazy.
listen. Hey, bro, Steph, we might need you to stay, bro. I gotta be at work at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow, bro. If I can stay, bro, come on. Bro.
Hey, I want to say.
Go ahead, Trent. Go ahead.
I just want to say that was a W stream. Those two ideas are awesome, Devin. So shout out to whoever the key holder is. Looking at the list right here, it's probably going to be Garrett once again. So,
Yo,
Bro,
yo,
I
champ,
gotta-
right here, dog.
I'm just saying, if Trill leaves, bro, it's going to be Jay and fucking Gabe. Like, no offense, but Gary's going to fucking kill y'all.
Disrespecting
Nah, I'm
Gabe.
sleeping.
He's a
I'm
two-time
a
key holder.
multi-time key holder, bro. What?
Hey, to be fair, I'll be a multi-time key holder too if I was around for that time.
Bro.
Bro, the availability is the best availability.
Hey. I will say this, bro. Y'all did y'all participate in Garrett's game?
Which one, the deal or no deal?
No, the your game for your stream.
Oh yeah. They're all in it. They're all.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
probably killed all y'all niggas in that too, nigga.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
Trent.
I see when the followers
Hey,
is
Steph,
up.
Listen.
Don't. No. Don't.
No, I'm not gonna tell him what happened. I'm gonna just say, I guarantee you're wrong.
Nah, I would like that. I would like that.
How much
I
did you
know.
get right?
I know how Steph
I'm
did.
not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna guarantee to you right now,
Wait,
you're wrong.
wait. Hey,
I know
but
how
guess,
Steph did, and Steph is right.
but guess
He's
what?
right.
But guess what? I don't go against y'all. I'm going against John. So I'm winning, and I'm gonna see y'all eventually. The fuck? That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
Hey, I went, bro. Can I say my answer, Garrett?
What?
I'm
Like
not going
what you?
against-
How
Yeah,
how
like-
well you did?
Yeah, I'm not going against them,
You can say it.
bro. I went 7 for 10.
Damn.
Why you saying it like that? I went 7 for 10.
Jay, how few did you get?
Listen,
Nah,
It don't-
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk
it
about.
it doesn't move me.
All right, for sure.
Bruh, this is gonna be crazy though. All
If
right.
I see you in the next round, I'll beat your ass too. All right, yo.
See ya.
Okay, Gabe, what I was gonna say is respectfully, brother.